2023, Argentina was dying. Central bank $12 billion in debt, 50% poverty rate, 7,500% inflation. Then Javier Milei became president. 11 months in, he's pulling off the greatest economic turnaround ever. In a 2-hour pod with Lex Fridman, he revealed exactly how he did it. When Milei took office in December 2023, Argentina was imploding. Inflation in the first half of December was at 7,500%. GDP down 15% over the previous decade. Central bank reserves, minus $12 billion. Nearly 50% in poverty. The situation was worse than anyone imagined. The government's finances were in complete meltdown. A massive 15% fiscal deficit, 5% treasury, 10% central bank. The central bank had interest-bearing liabilities worth 4 times the monetary base, meaning they could quintuple the money supply overnight if those debts came due. Hyperinflation seemed inevitable until Milei stepped in. His first move was radical but necessary. He slashed government ministries from 18 to 9, now 8, then systematically removed 50,000 government employees. The establishment called him El Loco, the madman. But there was method to his madness. Milei understood something profound about government spending. The true tax burden isn't what citizens pay in taxes. It's the total size of the state apparatus itself. Every peso spent by government is a peso taken from productive citizens. So he went even further. He eliminated entire categories of spending, stopped all discretionary transfers to provinces, halted public works projects, removed economic subsidies, cut out social program intermediaries who were stealing half the funds. In January, his first month, he achieved the impossible. For the first time in 113 years, Argentina achieved true fiscal balance. The other 10 years without deficit, they weren't paying their debts. Milei executed the largest fiscal adjustment in Argentina's history, 15 points of GDP in just 6 months. The results were unprecedented. A quick summary: wholesale inflation plummeted from 54% to 2% monthly. Core monetary inflation down to 0.2% monthly. Poverty reduced from 57% to 46%. GDP recovered to December levels. Real wages growing above inflation. But here's what makes it truly remarkable. He achieved this with minimal political support. Just 15% of representatives, only 10% of senators. No hyperinflation trigger to reset expectations. No price controls. No fixed exchange rate. Previous stabilization plans relied on these tools. Milei did it through pure fiscal discipline. His deregulation ministry removes 1 to 5 regulations every day. They have 3,200 more reforms planned. When complete, Argentina will surpass the economic freedom levels of Ireland at its peak, Switzerland, Australia. The impact is already visible. JP Morgan has revised growth projections upward for next year. But perhaps most importantly, Milei proved you can fix a broken economy without devastating the poor, causing social collapse, losing public support. His approval rating today exceeds his initial popularity. The experts said it couldn't be done. That shock therapy would destroy the country, that you needed slow, gradual change. Milei proved them wrong, and he did it in less than a year. His guiding principle? What's the point of living without freedom? Sometimes the most revolutionary act is simply telling the truth and having the courage to act on it. But Milei understood something deeper. In today's world, bold ideas need bold voices. Milei didn't just implement policies. He built trust at scale by clearly communicating his vision with Lex. His authenticity became his competitive advantage. This is the future of leadership. Not just having good ideas, but being able to share them effectively. Building trust before you need it and creating impact while you sleep. Think about it. How many world leaders in history have gone on 2-hour podcasts to face unfiltered questions? For founders and leaders watching this, your ideas deserve to be heard. Your insights can create massive impact, but only if you know how to share them effectively. The world knows who Milei is because he projected his ideas. You can do the same. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more videos like these.
Subservient to socialism, probably. And also, for instance, you have cases of strong hypocrisy, let's say. I have seen cases